Throughout the entire series, as Luffy has fought tooth and nail to get stronger, Buggy has been failing upwards. After Luffy teamed up with him to break out of the prison Impel Down, Buggy was named a Warlord of the Sea by the world government, and now he's even become an Emperor of the Sea. But if Buggy keeps accidentally stumbling into higher and higher positions in the pirate world, there's only one more place to go after being called a Yonko. That's right. Even though Luffy will be the one to deserve the title of Pirate King the most, is it possible that the world will recognize Buggy as the Pirate King first? However, in all my research, that theory doesn't even come close to the crazy.
This is the theory? Listen, Ohara, I know this is 7 months old, right? You know, I started watching One Piece around, how long ago, chat? Like a few months ago? Even I know that's some baloney and nonsense. What kind of theory is this? This was the worst theory? How does this keep you up at night? Maybe because of how bad of a theory it is. Like, this must give you nightmares, man. This was so, like, what? That's not even a theory, that's a speculation.
Craziest.
That's right.
There are 10 more theories even crazier than Buggy becoming Pirate King. Now this next one deals with who
I cannot
had
see that
Luffy's
happening.
Gomu Gomu no Mi before Luffy did. Lots of people long assumed that it must have been Roger. After all,
Joy
Roger
Boy.
shares a dream with Luffy, he was the original owner of the Straw Hat, and has a really similar personality to Luffy. So it would only make sense if Roger had the Gomu Gomu no Mi as well. But this theory says that it's not Roger after all, but Portgas D. Rouge, who previously had the...
Who? Porcus D. Roach?
rubber fruit. And for those of you who need a reminder, Rouge is Luffy's brother Ace's mother. So she's noticeable...
Huh?
Who need a reminder, Rouge is Luffy's brother Ace's...
Luffy's brother Ace's mother. Does that make sense? Wait, one more time.
rubber fruit. And for those of you who need a reminder, Rouge is Luffy's brother Ace's mother. So she's noticeable for having been pregnant with Ace for 2 years before giving finally birth.
What?
Since the government was rounding up any baby
I thought she
that
was at
could have
first.
been Roger's offspring, she somehow kept Ace in
I was
her womb
confused. I was like,
15
huh?
extra months. How is this possible? Well, according to this theory, she did it because she had a really stretchy uterus, I guess. Now, I
this should be like the top 10 worst, just the top 10 worst theories of all time. Not even just in One Piece. Bro, what is this, Ohara? What is this? I'm disappointed.
know that Oda's series isn't exactly scientifically over accurate, especially when it comes to the medical field, but this one seems like a stretch in more than one way. But moving on from this, we all know that Goda is a master of foreshadowing. Therefore, he'd never put anything in his series that wasn't relevant. So what was the Davy Back fight arc all about?
Davy
when the Straw Hats
Jones
competed with Foxy on Long Ring Long Long Islands.
It's about to be
It's
a
an
horrible
arc
theory,
so
bro.
disliked by some fans that some people mistakenly think that it's a filler. I used to think that.
It's a good arc. It's not even
No,
bad.
this is an actual canon manga arc. So will Davy Back fights become important again at some point? Well, some people think that it will come back in a big way when the Straw Hats finally go head to head with, not Shanks, but the Blackbeard Pirates. Now, every One Piece theorist out there has their own dream matchup of which Straw Hat will fight with which Blackbeard Pirate. So imagine the god tier trolling that Oda could pull when Marshall D. Teach challenges Luffy to this high stakes.
No. What kind of theory is this? Not one soul thinks about this, Mr. Ohara. And this will not keep you up at night. This should put you to sleep if it's anything. Like, this is melatonin. Man, what are you talking about? I am hating. This is a horrible theory.
ridiculous game. Definitely more ridiculous than this next
I'm
one.
hitting more than
Frankie,
Bonclay.
the shipwright
Oh
of the
no.
Straw Hats, built the Thousand Sunny after the old ship, the Going Merry, finally had to be retired after being terribly damaged in many voyages. But before he built this ship, it was revealed that Frankie had hidden the blueprints to the ancient weapon Pluton, an all-powerful warship, for decades. He even went so far as to burn the blueprints to protect them from ever falling into the hands of the world government. But with his technological genius, what if he actually transferred parts of the designs into his dream ship? Could the Thousand Sunny be hiding some crazy weaponry? Is Oda finally going to give us the ship-to-ship combat that we've always been waiting for? Okay, now these next three theories are all related, and they deal with...
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. That's not like a... like the... Oh. You know, I expected like something crazy. Like, I got clickbaited. You guys got clickbaited as well. Theories that keep me up awake at night. No. It should be theories that put me in a coma. I'm not waking up.
One of the most theorized about powers in all of One Piece. In Dressrosa, Don Quixote Doflamingo revealed the secret hidden power of the Ope Ope no Mi, the fruit used by Trafalgar Law. Apparently, the fruit's immortality surgery ability can sacrifice the user's life in order to give someone else immortality. Doflamingo wanted Law to use this power on him, but thankfully, Luffy saved the day and defeated the warlord first. Viewers have noticed though that a certain set of characters always appear to be the same age even when they appear in flashbacks.
Okay.
Usually when we see a flashback 20 or so years ago, we see the younger versions of Rayleigh or Garp or whatever other character. It's kind of always clear that they've aged since that point. However, the 5 Elder Stars, the Gorosei, always appear to look exactly the same. And we can also guess that the same is true for the secret leader of the worlds, Im-sama. So did several previous users of the Ope Ope no Mi sacrifice their lives to give the rulers of the world government eternal life? And if so, would it make sense that Doflamingo, a celestial dragon, would know about just that power? And so, Law having this crazy power at all kind of begs...
That was the only good theory so far. Okay. Because now he's thinking out, like, creatively. Now he's thinking creatively on like good theories. Hey, no bullying. All right. No bullying.
The question, who's he going to use the immortality
now he's
surgery
thinking
on? Oh, also, this video is sponsored by Zen Market.
Okay.
If you want to get your hands on any, or really, you can bid with Auma with prices. Since the yen heavily you can payment and no such an earth fee at all. I mean, it would be a crime against storytelling to introduce such an earth-shattering power and have it never be relevant again in the story. Well, one obvious person for him to use it on would of course be Straw Hat Luffy himself. Ever since the time skip, Law has been Luffy's greatest ally in the ongoing conflict against Doflamingo, Kaido, and Big Mom. And while technically the two are rivals for the One Piece, one could definitely imagine a scenario where Luffy's life is threatened, so Law sacrifices himself to save his ally. I mean, that would be absolutely heart-wrenching and possibly the saddest death in the entire series. After all,
for the longest, I've always thought that Law was a Straw Hat because I didn't watch One Piece at the time. I was like, dang, that's a really strong crew, but he's not even part of the crew. So I just want to point that out. There was like no point to that, but yeah, I mean, I guess.
We've spent a lot more time with Law than we ever did with someone like Ace or Whitebeard. What do you think? After all the fake out deaths we've had, do you think Oda would actually be bold enough to kill off a fan favorite like Law? And speaking of...
Yes? What? Yes. He killed off Ace. Bro, Ace was so cool on Alabasta. Hey, donut. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Killing of characters, here's the most controversial one that Oda could possibly kill. At the end of the series, will Luffy die? Let's say that Law doesn't make the ultimate sacrifice to make Luffy immortal. We hate to say it, but Luffy has some pretty bad death flags for a main character. First off, he wants to be the Pirate King, and we all know what happened to the last Pirate King, a little thing called a public execution. Maybe Luffy's death will be what sets off a brand new pirate era. Secondly,
Two Piece? Luffy's Next Generation. Oh, my shorts. Luffy's Next Generation. Two. Oh my goodness. Yo. Imagine. Yo, that'd be insane. One Piece Shippuden? A whole new cast? And everything happened? Yo, they're pulling a Boruto. Bro, that's a great theory. That is a great... Yo! Because, let's see. If they wanted to milk One Piece, they could do that. They easily could do that. No, have him do what Roger did. Die. And loop it forever. Have it go on forever for eternity. It's always like a new, like, upcoming kid that wants to be Pirate King. Let's loop it over and over and over. Hey man, that's a money glitch. That's a money glitch.
Though, just think of all the times that it's been hinted at that Luffy is shortening
a new
his
generation
lifespan.
every
When he
single
uses
time.
Gear Second for the first time on Enies Lobby, CP9 hints that such a technique would be shortening the user's life overall. When he received his hormonal treatments from Ivankov, they also warned that it would take years of his life. And even super recently, during the fight against Kaido, after using Gear 5 for a while, Luffy appeared to transform into an elderly man temporarily. So just how much lifespan does Luffy really have left that he can shorten? And we've made it finally back to Crocomom, the crazy theory that we hinted at the beginning of this video. But wait a minute, if this is only number 8 of 11, so you mean that there are 3 more theories even wilder than this? Oh yeah, you should really stay tuned for the last 3.
No.
But first, here is Crocomom. This one is one of the most long-running, most memeified, and weirdly believable theories in the entire fanbase.
If you believe this theory, you gotta be brain dead. That is a horrible theory. It's not even like
Luffy helped
no.
Crocodile and Co break out of Impel Down. Emporio Ivankov convinced this former warlord to be on his best behavior by holding some deep, dark secret over him. And given that the person who knows Crocodile's secret is Ivankov, who can notably change people's genders with their hormonal powers, well, it's heavily speculated that Crocodile was actually born a woman and asked Ivankov to be turned into a man. But this fan theory takes this speculation even one step further. It kind of suggests that not only was Crocodile a woman, she's actually Luffy's mother. After all, Oda has stated that Luffy's mom is a character that he's drawn repeatedly before, so really this...
A character he's drawn repeatedly before. Alright, chat, let's think real quick. It has to be a female. I'm not believing in that Ivan short guy. No, that's cap. If it's somebody drew it over and over again, it could be Shanks for all you know. Maybe Shanks was a woman and got turned to a man. Hey man, and the flashbacks are just cap. Because he drew Shanks more than Crocodile. Right? Bon Clay? Oh my god. I mean, it could be Bon Clay. Because Bon Clay is very feminine. He's very feminine. So, that could be a possible scenario as well. I'm just saying. I don't like it makes no sense. Because why would Crocodile want to kill his/her own child without any hesitation? Does that make sense? No, it does not.
This guess is as good as any other we have. Okay, now for our final 3 crazy
Alvida?
theories that you probably didn't know existed, we have theories about the One Piece.
Alvida? Who's Alvida? Wait, Alvida. Oh, see, that's a great candidate. Oh goodness, that is a great candidate, by the way. That is so much better than the other person. Just saying.
Piece itself. Theory number 9 is that the One Piece isn't
Then
in the
crocodile.
Grand Line at all, it's on the moon. Now listen, if this is the first time that you hear this, I promise that at all piece itself. Theory number 9 is that the One Piece isn't in the Grand Line at all, it's on the moon. Now listen, if this is the first time that you hear this, I promise that this makes more sense than you think. If you're an anime only watcher, you might not realize just how important the moon is actually to the story of One Piece. Because in the manga itself, Oda often uses cover pages of chapters to tell side stories about what other characters are up to all around the world. And so after Skypiea, we got to see NL fulfill his dream of traveling to the fairy worth, aka the moon. And what was, and honestly still is shocking, was that the moon was actually inhabited. NL ran into alien space pirates and an army of automatons.
Oh. If Oda wanted to, the next, let's say One Piece ended, Luffy dies, as like just how Roger died, and he inspires another wave of pirates to come up. And those pirates are a lot stronger than the previous generation, but they don't fight the Marines. They fight space pirates, space aliens, strong godlike aliens, just like Boruto. Oh, that would be crazy. Space piracy, space lasers, space lightsaber fights. A new type of hockey called like solar hockey or like celestial hockey or like constellation hockey. Bro, that would be pretty good. Yo, let me cook real quick. Yo, that's dope. That's pretty good. Come on. Y'all can't say that's bad. Come on, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I would still watch it too. Y'all, you One Piece fans will say, oh, this is like the best thing I've ever seen. Like, this is peak. Like, this is miles better than Boruto. Listen, I know how it goes, and they probably would be better than Boruto, to be honest, but like...
Ancient civilization that would appear to depict the winged races of the Sky Islands
Come
together
on, man.
with images of what looks like to be
Solar
ancient weapons.
Darth Vader
So
hockey.
if the moon
The
is connected
Force.
to some mysterious ancient civilization, could it be possible that the greatest treasure, the One Piece, is there as well? Or
Another theory, because if this is good, right? The one piece on the final island is a giant spaceship to go into space. And you know how there's that one panel that show like all the things that like rotate around One Piece's Earth? They use that to conquer all those other planets before the Marines do it. Ooh, that's a great theory. That is an amazing theory. Come on, bruh. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, because there's probably like a much bigger picture. Roger knew he's old and he's sick and he cannot do all that stuff, so his next generation has to do it for him. Bro, come on. Bro, if I wrote One Piece, ooh, I'm gonna make a theory video. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a theory video. It's gonna be the best theory you guys seen of all time, hands down. Like the best thing you ever seen. But we're better than this crocodile mommy nonsense.
Or maybe the One Piece
Holy.
is something else. Maybe it's nothing. There's no treasure at all.
The
Now,
One Piece
this
is
theory
friendship.
Practically as old as the entire series, with fans constantly joking that the One Piece would be the adventure itself, or the friends we made along the way.
Nah, friendship would
Oda
be
has
crazy.
actually gone out of his way to state that the One Piece is a physical treasure. But knowing how hard Oda can troll if he wants, we wouldn't put it past him for that physical treasure to be a written note from Roger that says the real treasure is friendship. Honestly, I know a few fans who would probably
If that was the One Piece, oh my god, it's worse than Boruto. That's a fact. Wait, what? Wait. What? Okay, that's better. Like, there's no way. If it's friendship, that's GG's for the entire series. Like, that's worse than the whole Kaguya nonsense.
burn all their mangas if that were true, but
What?
the joke... Honestly, I know a few fans who would probably burn all their mangas if that were true,
Oh,
but
my
the
places.
joke would be on them because the series would already be over. But I highly doubt that Oda would let us down. Instead, the One Piece treasure will probably be something completely awesome. Something like the One Piece is Luffy destroying the Red Line, the massive continent that circles the globe and separates the planet into 4 distinct oceans. Oh wait, why would destroying the Red Line be a
That would be
treasure?
horrible.
Well, this would very literally make the world into one piece by uniting all 4 oceans into one.
Okay, Ohara, I take it back. That was the best theory you've ever said. By land. Oh, yo, that actually makes sense. Wait, it's right in front of us. The red line. This would be this would be the red line. And when it's gone, it'd be all together. The one piece. Bro. I'm not acting like this was fire. This is fire. I actually didn't think about this like ever. It never crossed my mind. I've always wondered like why this is like red to stand out. Like why did they all be like blue? And if Luffy's the one breaking the red line, they made Luffy red just like the red line's red. So he's the one that's breaking it. That is the most believable one by far. Yo, that's okay, that's good.
A couple of big hints for this theory are that Marijoa, the capital of the world government, is located on top of the Red Line. If Luffy ends up going to war against the world government and takes the fight to them, well, destroying Pangaea Castle might result in destroying the Red Line itself. In addition, when the crew was on Fishman Island, the fortune teller Madame Charlie prophesied that Luffy would destroy Fishman Island. And since Fishman Island just happens to be located beneath the Red Line, directly beneath Marijoa, that would make sense. We also have hints such as the whale Laboon, the first character we met in the Grand Line, repeatedly bashing his head against the Red Line, trying to destroy it. So bringing down the Red...
Okay, wait, hold up. No, that's different. Okay, that's okay. Okay, whoa. That's different. Okay, I'm gonna qualify that. That's so different. Okay, I'm not used to that as evidence. That's bad evidence.
That line would mean uniting the world and bringing the people together into one people.
That is not what Laboon was doing that.
Now, these were really just 11 of the wildest theories that I found after doing tons and
They
tons
fight
of research.
Goku?
And I just discussed this one about Ors being the original Joy Boy that will blow your mind as well.
Oris being Joy Boy, bro? What kind of theory is that? Yeah, no, that's a bad theory. Oris being no, bro, no. Or back then was not cooking.